So I got started making these wood pieces after spending time in nature, spending time in the mountains, hiking, spending time on the water. That just sort of inspired me, to create these wood pieces. And I also had a lot of scraps of wood in my garage. I just felt like I should do something with, and repurpose and give them a new life. So this has been my creative outlet. So around the time I started to experiment with creating these pieces, I also started experiencing some neurological symptoms, made it difficult to run. So I actually preferred hiking and spending time in nature. That became the inspiration for a lot of these pieces. After I was diagnosed with MS, that added a whole nother layer of meaning to what I was doing. When I'm in the wood shop making this work, it really brings me into the present moment. It allows me some time to reflect, create, and transform what I'm feeling. You might think like the diagnosis is something that totally negative, but actually it's been a source of creativity and strength for me in doing this work. It hasn't actually been completely limiting. I've been able to spend a lot more time in nature. That's become actually a source of inspiration for me in terms of the pieces I create, and I find it very meditative being in the garage and working with the wood to create these nature scenes and patterns. So the thing that inspires the designs of the cutting boards is basically the time I spend in nature. I like to incorporate those patterns into each piece and replicate those experiences, and I try not to make it too literal. I want to leave room for the viewer to apply their own imagination, their own ideas, their own memories to each piece, because I feel like that's what really brings the work to life. So my intentions in doing this work are to show that we're not limited by circumstances, also to provide an example of how strength and creativity can come from challenging situations. And I just hope to bring a little bit of joy and peace into people's lives.